Alright, boys and girls, here are the top 5 meme coins that are the most undervalued right now that are ready to pump once Bitcoin starts rallying as we have now today. Bitcoin looks like it's found a bottom. Finally, after we've seen yesterday the FOMC meeting, nothing changed with the rate cuts. It looks like the market wants higher again, and it looks like we're gonna finally do something like this. And most importantly as well, we have the Bitcoin dominance now possibly breaking down, which means that meme coins, altcoins are gonna rally. And the biggest sign here is Pepe, the OG, the one and only, the top meme coin in the crypto space, is breaking out now here locally. As we can see now, Pepe has just broken out of this local downtrend. And by the way, Pepe loves to do those kind of patterns where it just break out like that. And this is now the time to start looking at these most undervalued meme coins right now, as everyone now is leaving the space. Everyone lost money. Everyone now is complaining about this cryptocurrency scams and everything is dumping. Now is the opportune time to be looking at these meme coins while nobody is buying now. So with no further ado, let's get into today's video. And as usual, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And remember, nothing is financial advice. And as usual, this show is for entertainment and hopefully some education. So let's get into it. Now, so for those that are interested into Pepe, Pepe is still on that rocket ship, moon ship. Bitcoin is still not topping yet. This is not the bull market top. This is just a stop for a refuel for Bitcoin to gather back its strength to not rally again. Now, the biggest sign is that usually markets stop on euphoria and everyone is thinking we're still going higher and everyone is bullish, like in the previous bull market, like here. And this is what I've been saying now for a long time. So just to remind you that we are not yet topping off. So here, this was the time where we've seen crazy stuff, celebrities endorsing cryptocurrencies, Mark Cuban endorsing Dogecoin to start using it as payment system, Elon Musk adding Dogecoin to Tesla and Bitcoin. We haven't started seeing those things yet, other than the Bitcoin ETFs, which still now most of the market now is considering as a bad thing for the space. So overall, we're not topping yet. This is still time to accumulate, especially for those that are still on the sidelines. Now, what we got, as Pepe now is breaking out, you can see Pepe is always gonna be king, especially that it's on the ETH chain. And by the way, also we have the ETF coming. So a lot of good news coming ahead while we have now everyone freaking out. So Pepe now is back at the third top meme coin by market cap. Dogecoin is first, Shiba Inu is second, and Pepe is third. Now Pepe is at $3 billion in its market cap. Now I still do think Pepe is gonna be the big runner. Maybe it got a 10x left in it, right? So we've got it here on the alpha memes, like the top meme coins that you can ride safely, like Pepe, with Floki, BONK, Book of Meme, and Grok. Now we're gonna get into those in today's video. Stay around, stay around. This is very important. Now Pepe is one of those top meme coins. The dips are always for buying. Now I made a video a long time ago about it when it was, right? So here was the right time, right? I made a video. This was the right time to get onto Pepe. Now I do think for most of the people, everyone is looking at the tiny ones, right? The most undervalued, the ones that could make it big. Now Book of Meme is the one I can look at as the top meme coin that is the most undervalued right now. So why? Simply, guys, we are betting on the guys upstairs, the big exchanges, the guys that are running the game. And these guys are exchanges, VCs, all these crazy people up there that are ready to pump a coin just to defend their name. So Book of Meme got listed 3 days after its launch on Binance, which is the biggest sign that the big boys are behind it. And the big boys, they don't like to lose. The big boys are gonna pump it. So Book of Meme now is at $500 million in its market cap, can go to a 5 billion, can go to a 10 billion, which still make it a 10 or a 20x, right? That's why it's here. It's a 10 or a 20x, but it's more on the kind of safer side, right? Quote unquote, which is nothing is safe here, right? A safe 10, 20x, let's say, on the cryptocurrency standards. Now Brett, now here is a controversial meme coin. Now Brett now is dipping and is not stopping and is just keep dripping and dipping, but I do think the team behind that are still gonna push it, right? So it still can possibly do a 10 or a 20x from here. So if you are looking for a base chain meme coin, a bit controversial, a bit crazy, a bit something like that, I could see it going ahead. Now I see there is the guy behind it, Crash, on Twitter, on YouTube, is still working well on it, is still pushing it, is kind of like really surviving this dip, right? So the guy seems like he can push it forward. Now, usually when you are betting on coins and you know who's behind the coin, you want to also bet on the people behind the coin. Now, as I always say, my favorite dish on that base chain is sushi. Brett, if you are on it or if you're buying the dip, I do think still it's a decent 1020x. It's $260 million in its market cap. I do think it's gonna still dip maybe 250, maybe 200 million, and it could go up to the 2 billion or even 4 billion maybe, which is a 1020x from here. Now keep in mind with the base chain, guys, the base chain and the Solana chain. Book of Meme is on the Solana chain, but we all know, obviously, we have clear signs that this is managed by big boys upstairs. But the other coins, we really don't know, right? So other coins can suffer from the new shiny object syndrome. So on the base chain, especially, it's still a nascent chain. People are just still speculating. We don't know really what's gonna happen there. So the main speculation on the base chain is that we're gonna get 100 million people joining, buying the top on these meme coins in the end of the bull market. Now, granted, this is very possible, could happen, right? But it's not gonna happen now. It may take few months, 9 months, even a year or more. So within the time frame, we're gonna see a bunch of new meme coins on the base chain. Yeah. So could Brett survive till then, right? So we've seen it now making a lot of noise, and hopefully the guys behind it seems like they want to keep supporting it. So it might catch some of that steam. Can it be the base chain coin that's gonna pull that 100 billion like we think Pepe can do, or like Dogecoin did last cycle, or Shiba Inu to 50 billion? Can Brett be that coin? Now this is where we are entering the highly speculative thinking, because now we know there are gonna be hundreds and hundreds of meme coins on the base chain, and Toshi is slowly grinding higher. So the fact that Toshi survived this long and still grinding slowly makes it a very strong contender against that Brett. But anyways, any of the two, I do think, in my opinion, are good picks for the base chain, because now clearly we have them as winners on the base chain, and they could survive and they could catch the hype in the future. Now, we still don't have any low market cap coins on the base chain that could count as gems right now or could fit onto the 100x, but I'm gonna share with you one 100x undervalued meme coin now on today's video that nobody's looking at, unfortunately, and it's fortunately for us, right? So that's very important. Now, my role is not bad on Solana, but I do prefer Ladies. Same market cap, but I do prefer Ladies. Ladies has been grinding under the radar too, has a good community, and it might just make it. It might. Last time I seen a tweet on Twitter that at some point the bull market top we're gonna see Kanye West with the Me Lady avatar on his Twitter, or some Me Lady NFT or something like that. Somewhere big could endorse the Me Lady trend, because there's a whole trend going on there with the NFTs, with the meme coin, with everything like that. So Ladies, it's a strong meme coin undervalued right now. That could make it also listed on major exchanges, also listed on Bybit. Very decent. Now Snake under the radar as well on Cardano, top meme coin. Now I know I'm sharing with you the same meme coins because this is conviction, right? So for the new people that's joining, also they can discover these, and for you guys that already know about them, these meme coins are always gonna be, now if there is an update I'm gonna add a new one, but remember, I have conviction on these meme coins, and you can see that they've been outperforming, steadily growing, steadily gaining. Now Snake recently at $80 million market cap, recently slowly grinding up. So this really should sound the alarms that something is happening. Slowly this meme coin is pumping, gaining, nobody's talking about it, and it's gaining, right? It's on the Cardano chain. Cardano is one of the big blockchains, could rally in the future as well, and could bring in mass adoption. Now recently we've seen as well FTM, Phantom blockchain, they started talking about meme coins, they started supporting meme coins and all that. We got one meme coin that is there as well, but I still need to kind of do my own research or my due diligence with it before we really kind of confirm we're starting to dollar cost average into it. Now the second one is Doge, top meme coin on the Arbitrum chain. I do think this is gonna be a big gainer in the future. This could be a 20 or 50x even. Same thing with Snake, by the way. These are the top meme coins on their own chain, and these are big chains. These are not like layer 2s, layer 3s built on it. These are their own blockchains. These are like the solid blockchains. Snake. Now Doge is on Arbitrum layer 2 on each, which makes sense now that once ETH fees are gonna be too high in the thousands of dollars, people are gonna look for alternatives, and Arbitrum is kind of up there, is the top up there with the TVL, and big whales are using it. So it makes sense that the top meme coin on the Arbitrum chain would be a big runner. So now it's at $60 million in its market cap, could do a 6 billion, which is around a 100x if it does a 6 billion. But to keep it conservative, we can say 40, 50x, but a possible 100x is possible on Doge, possible on Snake as well. Top meme coin on that base chain could go, if it does a 8 billion from here, it's a 100x still. these meme coins are still undervalued, even though now they are in the millions and they are high and all that, but we're here talking long term. Now I'm gonna make another video where I'm gonna share the real tiny lottery tickets and gambling coins, but this is just to show you guys these are the meme coins that we can accumulate now while Bitcoin is here and while everyone is thinking Bitcoin is going to zero. So we're out playing the market here, we're counter trading the market. The sentiment is bearish, so we are bullish, right? So we always do the opposite of what most people are doing. And the biggest sign, as I said, is Pepe breaking out. So you can't make this up. Why Pepe is breaking out? We got the utility boys are crying on Twitter. So this shows meme coins are always going to be the biggest gainers, and this shows that these meme coins here today are still undervalued and they're gonna follow as soon as Pepe is gonna reach the 10 billion, shocking everyone. You can bet that people are gonna scroll down here and start to speculate on every meme coin. So I'm just picking out those that could make sense to most people. So most people now have a kind of, now there is this thesis everywhere, right? So top meme coin on each blockchain is now a thesis, right? A narrative by itself, so that people really now can find a logical way to pick meme coins. It made it easy for people now. Oh, top meme coin on this blockchain, right? Buy it. So that's what people are gonna possibly do once the speculation starts. Once Pepe is at 10 billion or more, which is gonna be the shocker this cycle. I do think Pepe can be the one pulling 100, but the 10 billion, that round number, is gonna make it really go crazy in people's mind. So Snack, possible 100x, Ardoge, possible 100x, and then Grok. Now Grok is not a top meme coin on ETH, it's on the ETH chain, but the simple thesis now, we recently seen Elon Musk talking about it. So as you can see in this tweet, we've seen Elon Musk tweeting it. This picture was taken from their Twitter page, and the simple thesis is once Elon is gonna start tweeting about Grok, people are gonna start to FOMO into it. This is like the safe moon commies, all the crazy stuff before in the previous bull cycle. This is possibly it, right? So Grok is highly speculative, more risky than the other ones, but more rewards, right? This could be 100x or even more. This could be the coin to actually make the 100 billion. We don't know. This could be possibly now this cycle we got Pepe as the next Doge, and Shiba Inu would be possibly Grok. And let's look at the charts. Now here we can see the charts as well are looking pretty decent, right? So I've noticed Grok here, we had for those that do not know, here we had a Grok frenzy back in the days. Every fish in the sea wanted a Grok coin. We had many Grok coins appearing. One of them was this one. So it dropped as usual. We don't buy the tops. I made a video. We wait for it to drop, and it dropped, right? So it dropped 89%. So this was a very, very wrecked chart. And then out of the blue, it started running. But by the way, we started buying here. So it was around $20 million in market cap or below. So it kept dipping, and I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. But then we seen this massive run. It did an 8x or a 9x, and then it pulled back now. And then recently we've seen a massive spike here of 80% when Elon Musk tweeted about it. So now it's starting to slowly be on everyone's radar now, but we wanted to stay under the radar as much as possible, as long as possible, until we have the peak FOMO euphoria, everything like that. But I do think this is now by far showing that strength that I want to see, that makes me feel comfortable holding it for the long term until the so-called bull market. Now, it still can range here, right? So don't go rushing, don't go crazy. You still always have to dollar cost average. Remember, guys, dollar cost averaging, don't go all in. Slowly, right? Slowly chip into it, slowly get some bags, fill in your bags, and wait for that massive run. We do this with every coin, by the way, guys. Don't go all in if you don't want to get wrecked. So we got Grok, Ardoge, Snack, we got ladies. Now to the most undervalued one of them all. So I made a 100x on Floki, and I caught this one on end of 2022, as you can see here in this tweet. I'm still holding it. I still think this can do at least 5 more x from here. Now, obviously, I've taken profit along the way. I've got it back in. I've rotated profits to other meme coins and all that. So that's the perks of being early on meme coins. But for those that are not early now, but you want to get on some undervalued coins, you want to do also this strategy. As soon as you start to be in massive profits, you want to chunk out. You want to shave 10% here and there and add it to some other like undervalued ones. Let's say you're up 30x on Pepe, you can cut 10%, rotate it back to Book of Meme, rotate it back to a lower meme coin to gain even more until the party is over. So now we got the most undervalued one, guys, is VitaNU. So this one really gives me the early vibes, Floki, right? This one now is at $18 million in its market cap. It's been holding strong, right? It's been ranging around this 20 million forever right now. I don't think we do have a chart on it because it's listed as well on that Bybit. And for those who do not know, Bybit is the gateway to Binance, Coinbase, and all that. It's one of the biggest exchanges with the largest volumes as well. And other big exchanges like to see those meme coins and what they do once they are listed on Bybit, and that usually helps it go to the big exchanges. This is actually how I got into BONK Coin at $100 million in its market cap way early. So now we can see this chart is not dead, right? So we can see here this coin is pretty old. It's 2022, same thing as Floki. This coin is as old as Floki, but it survived, right? So this is the kind of Floki's brother. It's rallied 2022. This was a Bitcoin going down and then came back down here, bear market. Now it survived the bear market, mind you. This is very important. And then it's seen another run when we had the end of year 2023 meme coin season, Pepe breaking out and all that, and then it pulled back, and then now it's kind of doing this parabola, which we call it the parabola for some reason. So it's kind of the chart doing this, right? It's accumulating slowly. Now keep in mind, this thing is really close to its bottom, so it's kind of like a 50%. If it drops 50%, it's gonna be back to its original price. So it's very close to its bottom, and only upside is left. What we can compare it to also is Floki, so we can add Floki. So the orange line, guys, here is Floki, and this one here is VNU or VitaNU. So here back in July 2022, VNU started rallying, and then this was the short time where we had the meme coin season. And I remember here I bought Floki, as you can see in the tweet, and VNU was already listed on Bybit back in the days, but wasn't as famous or as viral or as hyped as Floki. So Floki here, you can see Floki started rallying and VNU followed, and then the dip. So you can basically see they both followed the same path. Even here at some point VitaNU was outperforming Floki, and then suddenly Floki's seen this rally, right? So suddenly we've seen this huge massive run. This usually happens with these meme coins on Bybit, and especially those that are working, improving, working behind the scenes and all that, and VNU got that. And this could possibly be the accumulation that we are waiting for here on VitaNU. So it could just be doing this. Now keep in mind, you can still accumulate, but I do think this is possibly one of the most undervalued meme coins right now. It's the oldest meme coin, one of the oldest meme coins on the Bybit exchange, did not get removed from Bybit, right? So we had other meme coins on Bybit that got removed because basically they did not improve or did not work on their projects or something. But for some reason, this one did not get removed from Bybit, even though the volume was pretty much dead here. This was a long time, like November, July, previous summer, we had a meme coin season, but VNU did not do much until this, right? And it stayed. So this shows that they have big support from the Bybit cartel. Now, if we go to their Twitter page, which is important here, and you can see their Twitter page, you can check out their Twitter page, guys, here, VitaNU Coin, at VitaNU Coin Twitter page, right? So they've been non-stop working on their project. They have their own swap now, like Shiba Inu, right? They have VNU Swap, they have VNU Finance, they have VNU Pay, they have VNU NFTs, they have also their own chain, like the VitaNU chain, Shibarium, kind of like the Shibarium thing. A lot of signs to show that this is very undervalued. So that's why here, guys, it's hard for me to share with you some other undervalued meme coins while this one is being slept on, right? So this one is at $20 million in its market cap, heavily nobody's looking at, while all this is happening. All of this stuff is happening on their Twitter page, they're on their project, they're working on it, being fully supported by Bybit. They did not remove this meme coin. This meme coin dates back June 2022, since it's been on that Bybit exchange. So I do think this really gives me the early Floki vibes, right? Early Floki, early BONK coin. It wouldn't surprise me to see this doing a 50x or even more. So at 20 million, if it goes to 2 billion, you got 100x here. Pretty much one of the easiest 100x's now this far I'm looking at in this meme coin space is VitaNU. Anyways, you can still follow them on Twitter. I'll leave you the link in the description. Check their Twitter page, check their website, follow them along, and make your own cheeses. I'm just sharing with you guys what I am doing, right? What I am finding here, as this is possibly the most undervalued, like the cheapest meme coin at these prices. So you can see if we go down to the 20 million kind of prices, we don't have really any strong meme coins at these prices. Pretty much a kind of a graveyard out here. Now, as soon as we go up here from that Ponky, Arbadoge, Grok, now here we start entering some strong ones. But really around 20 million, there is not much, right? There is not much to be looking at. Now, there is this Solana on Solana. I don't know if it is gonna survive, to be honest with you. As I said, Solana meme coins now are really hard to judge. Really, I don't have an opinion chilling on them right now. Basically, it's Solana is congested, not much volume, nothing really is happening. It seems like every Solana meme coin is just ranging, nothing is really happening with it. But the other ones, VitaNU is on the ETH chain, also on the BNB chain, and they are working and they're doing all that. So this is way undervalued, right? So it just, I don't know, some of you would see this, right? Some of you will feel like this is undervalued just by looking at their Twitter page and their website and what they're doing and their charts and how long they date and all that. But some of you might not have that intuition yet. But for me, a $20 million market cap for this coin is very cheap, really. So just to end this video, guys, Bitcoin is just gonna play us around here, right? So it's not gonna be a fun ride for a while. It's gonna take some time now for Bitcoin to really kind of heal and sort out its shit and get on with it, right? It's gonna keep ranging here. Possibly we can see this. We can see this from here. Now it's gonna range, right? While everyone is kind of calling for lower, everyone is bearish. We can see it here. What we really want to see now, guys, is a reclaim back above here, which is the main resistance, right? Here, 66.88, or 67K. As soon as we have Bitcoin above this, is good times ahead. Meme coins, altcoins, everything is gonna pretty much be late. We're gonna have to make another video, top 5 meme coins, most undervalued, and we're gonna keep doing this until there are no more undervalued meme coins. At some point, by the way, guys, what's gonna happen is basically all these top meme coins here, they're gonna be way too overvalued to really, for those that are just tuning in to really share them. At some point, the whole money making process will be in being a degen. But now we're still lucky. We still got this mid caps and high caps that are still undervalued. Now some of them, like Book of Meme, I do think Pepe is still a good pick, or Dog we have. But you know, if you are here, you want to make 50x's and more, you want to make that big cash. So mid caps is where it's at right now. At some point, right? At some point, once Bitcoin really rallies, for those that don't believe it, once Bitcoin is gonna rally in 80k, 90k, 100k, it's gonna be too late, guys. At that time, it's gonna be only this, only full degens, maybe pre-sales, maybe ICOs, maybe it's gonna be like hard to be early on something. Anyways, guys, you can always join my Discord, link in the description. We do have a degen section, we do have a long-term section, we do have a ask me anything question section. It's all for free. You can join. I will gonna close it soon though. As soon as we have 1,000 members, we're gonna close it. And you can follow me as well on Twitter. Free to join, free to follow. I do update, I do share my opinions, my thoughts, my market analysis and all that on Twitter. I do retweet meme coins that I like and all that, so you can get in before the YouTube video. Anyways, guys, so thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate you watching till the end. We all gonna make it. We stay strong, we stay diamond-handed, and we are waiting for that bull moon rocket to land, and we all celebrate. And to end this on a funny tweet, bottom sellers are likely to serve us beer and beg for our tips in the bull market, as now they sold the bottom, most likely. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. See you on the next video. Cheers.